Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, starring Richard Crane. In Pirates of Prah, Chapter 2. When we last saw Rocky Jones, he was investigating a gang of space pirates. He had just rescued spaceship CM7 by putting it into a magnetic lock with his own ship, the Orbit Jet.
XV2 answering. Come in.
Casa 7, Central Station to XV2, ready for ground control landing. Neutralize all circuits.
Neutralizing all circuits.
Activate all gyros.
Activating gyro.
We'll take ground control at count 15. Out.
Out. Winky, forward, please. Reg, is the intercom rig up still on? Reg.
Gotcha, Rocky.
With your rockets out, I'll keep you in magnetic lock with the Orbit Jet. Switch on gyro. Prepare for landing.
Will do.
Secure for landing. Gyro's on.
Stand by twin landing platforms. Ready magnetic locks. It's only a matter of seconds now.
My sister Vina can't be any happier than I am.
The Orbit Jet and CM7 and magnetic lock are safely landed, sir.
Nice going, Ken.
I'll bet you're excited, Vina.
I'm excited and happy and thankful I reached Casa 7.
Your big brother's probably waiting outside now.
Yes.
Pop!
Oh, it's good to see you, sis.
I came very near not making it.
Yeah, you sure had us worried when your ship didn't answer our signals.
We were spacewhacked by pirates. None of our equipment was working.
Winky, I'm disappointed. There aren't any girls waiting for you.
You're disappointed. How do you think I feel?
Bobby, Winky, this is my brother Paul.
Hi, Bobby. Hello,
Hi.
Winky.
Hi, Paul.
Winky's co-pilot on the Orbit Jet.
Huh? Hey, Bobby, aren't you a little young to be a space traveler?
I'm learning to be a pilot like Rocky.
Hello, Reggie. I hear you've been having pirate troubles.
Well, they almost hitched us to a star and left us there.
And you're Rocky Jones.
It's nice meeting Venus' brother.
Well, I've been looking forward to your visit here to Casa 7.
I wish it were on more pleasant business, Paul. We should discuss a plan of action as quickly as possible.
Well, let's go to my quarters and get on with it. Come on, sis. I'll show you how your bachelor brother lives.
When the leader from the pirate spaceship came on our ship, I recognized him. He was Rinkman. And later, Reggie said Dr. Vanko was also on their ship.
They're two fugitives from Earth, Paul. Rinkman's a traitor to the United Worlds and an out-and-out criminal.
Well, what procedure did the space pirates use to capture our cargo ships?
They use some form of beamed energy that prevents the ship's instruments from working, like cutting a light switch.
Yes, but I don't see how that can be done.
When the speed of the spaceship is balanced against the pull of gravity of Casa 7, they cut the power. That leaves the ship in a perfect little orbit.
It becomes a captive permanently, a man-made satellite.
Yes. The only way they can be rescued is by tandem pull, using the rocket thrust of another ship which is locked with them.
That's how Rocky brought our spaceship CM7 here.
Well, that means I can send out search ships to locate those that have vanished.
Yes, Paul. The ships and their crews can be saved, even if the cargoes are lost.
And you have to catch up with two renegades, Rinkman and Dr. Vanko.
We'll have to find out who's behind them and where they operate from.
Well, we've got the whole solar system to work in.
Well, how can you find out where to start, Rocky?
Well, like Winky says, Bobby, the entire solar system is ours. Oh, Paul, I'd like to use your solar system atlas, if I may, and do a little studying.
Sure, right there on the bookcase. Help yourself. And if you need anything else, just ask.
Thank you, Paul.
Let's let Rocky get to work, huh? Meantime, I'll show the rest of you what's being done here in Casa 7.
Are you sure it's all right for us to leave, Rocky?
Oh, we won't go too far, Bobby.
Well, I'll stick around in case Rocky needs anything.
Okay, you can always reach me by the visiograph.
Fine.
Thanks, Fina.
Can I get you anything else?
No, this is just fine. Oh, did you get Bobby to bed?
Yes, he's in dreamland.
So's Winky. And you're next, Fina. Turn in.
Are we getting anywhere, Rocky?
I think so. If Paul's around, I'd like to talk with him.
We'll be right with you.
Oh, Fina, just Paul. You'll learn all about it in the morning. Those are orders.
All right.
Yeah. How about a little snack for me, huh? I was awake all the time.
I'll get you a snack, you faker.
Well, Rock, I'm raring to go.
You should be after 8 hours sleep.
It's this air. It's like Paris in spring.
We won't be in it long.
There goes my social life on Casa 7.
I know, Winky. It's rough on the girls, but we have work to do.
Winky, Vina sent this to you.
This is mine. That's Rocky's.
Rocky, have you come up with anything yet?
Maybe. If an unfriendly planet is behind the acts of piracy, they wouldn't operate from their home base. That'd be too easy to trace.
And the United Worlds might declare open warfare.
There are 4 or 5 planetoids far enough off of regular space lanes that could be used as secret bases for criminal traffic. I have checked them all, and this is the one I'd pick.
Why, that's the planetoid Prah.
Known as the Lonely Moon.
Prah is 20 celestial degrees from any lane of space travel.
Yes, but Rocky, you know the history of Prah.
No spaceship has ever landed there because of some unknown defense barrier.
That's right. 3 Earth spaceships set off for Prah, and nothing was ever heard of them again once they entered its gravity field.
The only way we'll ever find out if Prah is being used is to go there.
Well, how do we get through the barrier?
I think it can be managed.
Are you sure, Rocky?
All right, so we land on Prah. What then?
We'll decide that when we get there.
That's that. Nothing to do but blast off.
I'll send along a couple of armed escort ships, will you?
Thanks, Paul, but we're not ready for any frontal attack.
I don't like it, Rocky.
There is something you can do.
What's that?
Explain to Vina and Bobby why they can't go along.
That'll be a neat trick if you can do it.
The trick is, we'll be off at Casa 7 before they're up in the morning.
Ophiuchus. Come in.
This is Rinkman speaking from Prah.
Calling Cleolanta on Ophiuchus.
This is Cleolanta. What is there to report?
I've got the cargo of Earth's spaceship CM7 safely stowed away.
Hold it at Prah until you receive delivery orders. Is there anything else, Rinkman?
Yes. Break down a little, Cleolanta. Forget you're the boss for 5 minutes.
Do you have anything more to report?
A little bit. I think you'll like this. After we left the CM7 to its lonely travels, we picked up Rocky Jones on the radar vex.
And you kept right on to Prah?
Sure, why not?
So he could follow you? You fool. Do you think you can outsmart Rocky Jones?
What do you think? I had Armin, your best pilot, standing by on a decoy spaceship To blast the orbit jet into the next galaxy.
You've disobeyed my orders.
I was thinking mainly of saving my own neck.
Remain on Prah for further orders. Out.
Know something, Doc? Yeah. Sometimes I think she'd rather see us dead than Rocky Jones.
Atlas-Van. Atlas-Van!
Did you call me, Cleolanta?
Rickman and Dr. Venko are on Prah.
Excellent. Then we'll have more valuable merchandise to sell to our ally planets.
Rinkman and Dr. Vanko are to be executed.
Executed? But what have they done?
They've disobeyed my orders.
I shall see that your orders are carried out.
Then do it.
Cleolanta, it's too bad that we can't get Rocky Jones to take their place.
Get out. Get out!
Winky.
We're approaching Prah's gravity field, right?
Yes, you can see Prah now on visiograph.
Well, what are we going to do about that defense barrier?
You know, Winky, what you can't see, you can't hit.
I'll buy that. But what are we going to do about that defense barrier?
I've been holding out on you until now, Winky, because I promised Professor Newton.
I know what you mean, the coal light. I never could get you to talk about it.
Professor Newton asked me not to use it until we had to. He's kept it so hush-hush that most people don't even know it exists. I'll have to brief you on it.
Right.
When the lamp's actuated by this switch, the filament in the vacuum tube is quickly brought to a temperature of about minus 243 degrees centigrade.
Freezing Jupiter. Why all that cold?
Well, Professor Newton explained it this way. Heat can affect light waves to a point where images that aren't even there can be seen by the human eye, like the mirages that appear on hot deserts.
Well, sure, I've seen them on the Sahara.
Now, intense cold can have the opposite effect. Blot out images that are actually there. When this lamp is switched on, the rays sent out by the terrifically cold light will make the orbit jet invisible.
Well, how can we fly a ship we can't see?
The cold light will surround the ship, but we'll be able to see everything normally here in the cabins. But no one will be able to see us.
Well, if that can't get us through any defense barrier, nothing can.
Oh, just one point, Winky. We have to fight time. We don't know how long the cold lamp will operate, so stand by to switch it up, huh?
Right, sir.
We're entering Prah's gravity field. Switch it on, Winky.
How do we know if the ship's invisible?
We don't, not for sure. But if something hits us, we'll know the cold light didn't work.
That's finding out the hard way. Boy, that's a rugged place.
Activate the gyro.
Activated, sir.
Secure for landing.
But even if we can spot a place in that rocky terrain, the orbit jet won't stand on its tail.
We're going to go right into one of their landing platforms.
Well, somebody's going to be surprised. I hope it isn't us.
Start rocket braking.
Braking, sir.
Coming into spaceship platform.
We didn't have a signal for a landing. Who could possibly land on Prah? Marco. Marco!
Markov here.
Who's making a landing?
Nothing's coming into the landing platforms.
Are you blind? Let's have a look, Doc.
Winky. You'll have to cover me. If they start anything, blast them.
I'll keep my trigger finger ready.
You'll be able to see me materialize out of the ship's invisibility blanket.
Boy, they're going to be even more surprised than they are now. But remember, we don't know how long the coal light will last.
Right.
No spaceship has landed here.
It must have landed. We heard the rockets.
Maybe we're all blind.
What do you think, Doc? You heard it.
I don't know. I don't know. It's fantastic.
We're being paid to know about these things, Vanko. Did a spaceship land or didn't it?
This thing is all beyond me. I have to admit it.
We're going to have to keep up to date, Doc. Or you'll be dropped back to Earth and wind up on the exile planet.
Look, there is your answer.
You expecting someone, Rinkman?
Rocky Jones.
You have discovered the light vibration of invisibility.
It's friendly of you to bring this new discovery to us.
Let's not waste time, Rinkman. I'm here with a warning.
You're in no spot to give orders.
There's the orbit jet. Take my word for it. There's a gun on it ready to blast you if you make one false move. I'll make it brief, Rinkman. Stop pirating the spaceships of the United Worlds, or Prah will be blown out of existence.
That's big talk, Rocky. I didn't think the orbit jet would fire on you to get us.
You'll gain nothing by holding me.
We'll take that chance. Get him to the caves. Leolanda?
Yes?
This is Rinkman on Prah, reporting an emergency.
Proceed with your report.
There's been a slight change in our plans to destroy the orbit jet in Rocky Jones.
Why wasn't it reported earlier?
Because I didn't discover the change until Rocky Jones landed on Prah.
That's impossible. No spaceship can get through the defense barrier.
Rocky Jones has discovered a new trick. He's here.
What is he up to?
Nothing much, as long as I have him locked up in one of the caves.
Keep him under guard. You'll get further orders. Out. Well, Atlasan?
I've ordered two of our most trusted men to Prah to handle the execution of Rinkman and Dr. Vanko.
Cancel your orders.
Cleolanta, that was your command.
I said cancel your orders.
What's the matter? Did they redeem themselves?
I will go to Prah and decide if they are to be pardoned.
Prah is a barren planet, a land of rock and granite mountains. There's no place for a woman.
Have my spaceship made ready. You will serve as pilot.
If that is what you wish.
It is what I command.
Winky. Winky, am I getting through?
You're coming in clear, Rocky.
I'm being held in a cave in one of the mountains.
I'll find it. We don't know how much coal light we have left.
You're not to leave the orbit jet. I'll have to find a way to get clear. So keep the ship ready for blast-off at any time.
Will do. But I feel like a lunkhead just sitting here.
Your job is to keep the orbit jet invisible, just as long as the coal light holds out. Stand by.
Rocky, suppose we make a deal.
I'm listening.
You got something good in that secret of invisibility.
Yeah, I think so.
I could get you off Prah alive in exchange for that secret.
You're wasting your time.
I'll put it this way. Come in with me.
You mean, as a space pirate?
It pays off. Working out of an invisible spaceship, we'd have the solar system by the tail.
How about the people you're taking orders from?
We won't be needing them. We can brush them off.
Yes, but I don't know who you're working for.
You'd like to know, wouldn't you, Rocky? Not a chance.
All right.
Well, Rocky, is it a deal? Or do you rot it out in this cave? What'll it be, Rocky?
Keep him covered, Winky.
I got him covered, Rocky.
Brinkman's been gone a long time.
He had some business with the prisoner.
He shouldn't have gone to see Rocky Jones alone. Rocky's a sharp character.
He insisted.
I'm going to see what's going on.
Back up. Don't try anything. Go on, Dr. Banko. Put your hands in the air and keep them there. Go on, get over the side, Dr. Banko. Now, don't either one of you try a thing. Winky. Come in, Winky.
Go ahead, Rocky. Not much time left.
Open the airlock hatch.
Airlock hatch open.
Prepare for blast-off. I'm on my way.
Rockets will be roaring.
Right. Blast off perfect, Winky.
You had yourself quite a time.
Yes, but I didn't quite complete the job. We know where the space pirates operate from.
And who they are.
But we still don't know who's behind Rinkman. We'll keep the cold light on until we're out of Prah's gravity field.
I sure hope there's enough energy left in the lamp.
Winky, look. Strange spaceship headed for Prah.
Well, we just blasted off in time.
Rinkman's boss is probably on that ship. I'd sure like to have a look inside.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Cleolanta, about this journey to Prah.
The truth is, Rocky Jones has been taken prisoner and is being held on Prah.
So that's the reason you're giving it your personal attention.
If you were as smart as my chief officer should be, you'd know the reason. Rocky Jones has caused us more difficulties than any other person in the United Worlds. I want him on our side.
You failed before, Cleolanta.
This time, I'm not going to fail.
XV2 to Casa 7. This is the XV2 calling Casa 7.
This is Casa 7. Go ahead, XV2.
Message to Paul Ray. We are proceeding to Casa 7. Anticipate arrival at 400 solar time. Tell Paul to say hello to Vina and Bobby.
Message will be delivered to Paul Ray.
Thank you, Casa 7. Out.
Well, there's the period on this mission.
No, Winky. I think there's still a lot more to come before we see the end of the space pirates.
Well, I only hope that Betty doesn't get tired. I told her to wait for me at the bandstand in Central Park.
with us next week, same time, same station, when we again take you into outer space for further adventures with Rocky Jones, Space Ranger.